those, but I won't tell them.
I think kind of alluded to it earlier, naming your character after either movie characters or actors.
You're not going to forget those names.
Going back to our earliest days, Eric, you had a character named Conan.
Right.
Clearly.
It's clearly a ripoff of the old character, yes.
Right. I mean, not even just in name, but in
everything.
In the way you portrayed him, too.
And that's the way, sometimes kids do that, though. You want to...
Yeah.
You
want to be Conan.
And I don't really remember having a problem with that when we were kids. I thought, okay, Eric's playing Conan. He's playing Arnold Schwarzenegger. I thought that was cool. And I tried to come up with a name that I thought was had some gravitas to go along with that. And I thought that worked out well. And then
Morgan Freeman.
Yes, Morgan Freeman. That's exactly right. How'd you know that? No, I'm not going to say his name because I say it every week, and you guys give me a hard time, so I'm not even going to say it.
Boba Fett.
Yes, Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
But something else that I did was, as a probation officer, occasionally I'll get kids in my office who have unique and interesting names, and I try to take note of that, and I'll write them down, or at least put them in my head and try and remember them. And I have named an occasional character here and there after someone that I've supervised.
Well, that's not that's not unusual.
I know, but
writers do that all the time.
Yeah, most of the names that I've used sound like names that were completely made up by their parents, which kind of makes me think maybe their parents are gamers.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Most
Could
of
just
them
be
are just
a lot of times
giving them too much credit.
That's true.
A lot of times I found that
I've
names
met
like
their parents, Dan.
Names
Trust
like
me.
that are usually like mixes of the parents' names and things like that.
I will say that every Fallout character I've ever made has been named Ash. I love Ash.
I named a character after sound equipment. Dr. Fong was named after a speaker cabinet that is no longer being made because they were crap.
Really?
Yes.
I was
So
about
you're
to
named
say
after
there,
a piece
Mark.
of crappy hardware.
The head speaker cabinet named
That's
Dr.
actually
Fong?
a very good point. That's the usual suspects, Kaiser Soze way of naming things.
Exactly.
Yeah, very
Looking
good.
around the room.
Yeah.
I've done that a lot.
Every time I walk into a room and I'll see a cork board or a board, and I'll say, I was once in a barbershop quartet in Skokie, Illinois. Nobody gets the reference. I'm like, you are a horrible person. I now write you off.
Brian had a Star Wars character named Nangar Kennex, and the Kennex was named after a tennis racket.
Yeah,
Right.
a brand of tennis rackets, yes. Well, I think we'll wrap it here. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next week.
I did think of a shirt today. Apparently, the words to the Ewok song start out Yub Nub, and Yub Nub means freedom. So
Sure it does.
I was thinking a picture of Wicket or Pablu or somebody like that with his face painted half blue, and it just says Yub Nub across the top.
Put him in a kilt.
I think that would be hilarious. Well, I'm sure we could probably sell it out of the back of the Cadillac.
Wouldn't be the first time something bootleg been sold out the back of a Cadillac. I'm sure. Follow us on Twitter.
We're at Gamers Table.
Like us on Facebook.
Listen to us on iTunes.
Or on Stitcher.
Got a comment or question about the show?
Visit our website, gamerstable.com.
You can comment right there on the episode page.
Or you can send us an email, feedback@gamerstable.com.
Even better, you can leave us a voicemail at 559-546-1231.
Right, and if you do, we could feature your call on the show.
If you like what you hear, click our PayPal tip jar. It's only 99 cents, and it helps us keep coming back each week. Thank you for listening. Remember, new episodes are released every Tuesday, so please subscribe. Properties discussed during this podcast are the exclusive rights of their respective owners. Gamers Table is a registered trademark property of Side Tangent Productions.